Hello and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, I'm glad you're back. I know I have just started posting Halloween nails. By that I mean I posted one set of Halloween nails, well, one video. But October is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I have a dear friend of mine, which is a client as well, that actually she's a survivor of breast cancer, and I decided to do a set that's gonna celebrate that. She didn't order it, I just decided to do it for her, and it's gonna be a big surprise for her, so hopefully she'll like it. So I have done a set of press-on nails, all inspired by, like breast cancer and everything girly with everything she likes. She likes bling, she likes glitter, she likes flowers, and then I threw a booby in there as well, just, but yeah, I really hope you guys are gonna enjoy this video. It's a really simple design, however it's very, very time consuming, so yeah, it just, it's a lot of flash curing and things, but I am in love with how it came out, and I really, really hope she will love it, and I'm sure she will. But yeah, okay, let's get started. So I have here all my tips ready. They're all prepped and everything, and I'm gonna go in with cotton candy and Ruth, and I will apply 2 layers of each and cure for 30 seconds. And I'll show you in a minute exactly how they are going to be in the set, because I've put cotton candy on the pointer and the pinky finger, and then the rest are with Ruby, so yeah, both hands are the same. Then I'm gonna go in with these iridescent flakes, and I will apply them with this fluffy brush. It's a very old brush, it's from a set, I'm not sure exactly what I got it from. But I'll apply these in the sticky layer of that gel polish and just try to flatten them out and rub them in nicely, so we don't have anything, well, I don't have anything sticking up, and you can see how beautiful that is. Then I'm gonna go in with this fluid rubber, and what this will do is going to fill in all of those cracks in between those flakes, and it's gonna smooth them out, and yeah, that's gonna be really nice at the end. Then I'm gonna go in with that brush with some HD clear eye gel from Ink London, my crystal picker upper tool thing, wax tool thing, I don't know how to call it, it's a wax tool. And then I'm gonna use these pink opals and chalk white crystals. I think you can find the chalk white crystals at Crystal Parade. I tried to order them a week ago, but they were not in stock. They might be back now, so yeah. I just did this really simple design. That was the pointer finger, this would be the pinky finger, so the design is just a bit different, but it's a really, really simple and quick crystal placement. Then I'm gonna go in with Kirsty Meakin's gloss top coat, and I'm going to apply that all over the nail, going around those crystals but not over them, just because you don't want to lose any of the facets that the crystals have, because then they'll lose their shine. And this is how it looks now. Those 4 nails are done, and now I moved on to the next 6. And I'm starting here with the ring finger. So this will be the ring finger, and I'm applying that Ink London builder gel in the middle of it, because that's where my crystal placement is gonna be. And I started with an SS15 pink opal. I know you can't really see here that it is a pink opal, but trust me, it is. It's just, it's more obvious when you see it in real life, and actually when you see it next to a white opal, but yeah, anyway. Then I went in, I think these are SS8s in chalk white, and then an SS6 again in that pink opal, and then I'm gonna go in and finish it all off with an with an SS5 in chalk white. So yeah, then I did that thing there with the caviar beads. I don't know how to call it. I just thought it's gonna look nice. It just adds a bit more something to the caviar beads. Then I'm gonna go in everywhere where the stones meet, and I'm going to put the caviar bead, and the caviar beads are silver. I think they're 0.05, so they're really tiny caviar beads. But I will put them everywhere where the crystals meet, as you can see. And this is actually, you can make this really easy by just mixing the caviar beads with the hard gel before you actually put it on the nail. That's gonna make your life so much easier than just kind of trying to follow them around in a pot. Then I just top coated that and cured, and now we have 4 more nails to do. I moved on to the thumb, and I'm gonna remove that sticky layer because I want it to be really easy to paint on top of. And I'm gonna go with Jasmine from Hot Tips Beauty and this liner brush from Ink London, which I actually trimmed down to be very thin. So I basically left a few hairs there, and because that's what I wanted. And I think I did a good job. I think this brush now works exactly for the purposes I wanted. So don't be upset if a brush is a bit thicker. Just go around and trim a few hairs. You can also, if you want different thicknesses for brushes, you can also buy a few and then just trim them up. You know, some just trim a little bit, with some you leave as they are, and then with some you basically leave there just a couple of hairs, and that's it. And I'm doing just this crisscross lines, which are really easy to do actually. It's just that they don't have to be perfect, and I'm never probably gonna be able to do them perfectly, so you know. Then with this dotting tool from the Vice Versa brush, you already know by now this is my favorite dotting tool because it's so tiny. This is from Ink London as well. I'm just adding those dots there, and you can see that just adding those dots takes away from the fact that the lines are not necessarily straight. It just takes your focus from the lines to the actual dots, and unless you actually look for a mistake, you're not gonna see it the first time, and I think that's the best you can get. I'm happy. And I will apply another layer of that base coat just to smooth everything out, because we're gonna paint on top of this, so we need a nice smooth surface. And I'll cure that for 60 seconds in an LED lamp, and then I will, I held it upside down just to make sure that everything is nice and smooth. And now I went in and removed the sticky layer, then with quite a few colors, with Lust, Nest, and Silly Billy from Kirsty Meakin. And then I'm gonna use Hot Tips Beauty Lollipop, Country Green, and Lotus Love. This pink is beautiful, by the way. And the bigger dotting tool. Oh, and a liner brush from Glitterbels. I'm using the middle liner from their set of liners. I will just kind of do some dots. I decided to meet them up together. I don't think it was necessary because I covered that up anyway, but it doesn't matter. And here I'm just gonna go in and randomly apply little flowers. I am obviously curing between different layers, so before I put the dot in the middle of the flowers, I will cure the dots that are around the middle. So the petals, I'm gonna cure the petals, and then I'll actually apply the middle of the flower, if that makes sense. Then I'm just doing some kind of stars with different colors, and you know, it's just a different kind of texture in the flowers. And here I applied a big dot of white without curing. I'm dragging some red in just to make it look kind of like a rose-ish. You know, it's not perfect, but it adds any kind of texture. No one's gonna look at each flower individually. So the more texture you add, the better this design is gonna look. So just, you know, keep it really simple, really easy. This design is gonna take you forever anyway, because it's going to be a lot of back and forth into the lamp. So to make it easier, you're gonna go between hands, but it's still gonna, you know, take you a bit of time because it's so many flowers with different colors, and you have to like clean up your tools in between, and you have to clean up your brush, and yeah, so it's already gonna take you a long time. If you're gonna try to make them perfect, it's gonna take you 3 days to do a set, and you don't want that. You want something that's gonna be quite quick. So obviously this could be quick just because you are doing it, you know, as random as you can. Then I'm going in with that country green, and I think this is the best advice I can give you. Every single time you do a flower set, I would recommend to add some greenery in there because it just rounds it up better, in my opinion. This is my opinion. Then I'm going in with Velvet Matte from Ink London, and I know I went through like different brands of top coats this video. It's just, yeah. Anyway, I cured that, and that nail is done. Now I'm going in on one of the middle fingers, and with Hot Tips Beauty, oh, I forgot how it's called, with the brown that I just showed you. I completely forgot how it's called. I am drawing kind of the shape of a boob, so it's like when you draw an egg, but you know, don't draw the top of it, something like that. And then the nipple would be a circle and then a dot in the middle. And here I'm making like the belly button, and I'm just dragging some lines up just to seem like she has some shadows, how the abdomen is. So, you know, how the muscles of the abdomen sit. So, you know, she's a nice looking girl. I don't know. Anyway, then I just added a line of white kind of randomly, but again, you know, it kind of looks like one of her boobs is covered up. And I will cover it up with this lovely kind of lace pattern. I don't know how to call it. I'm guessing it's a bit like a lace. And again, I'm taking my time doing those lines as best as I can. But you don't have to hurry. Also, I think I did spend a bit too much time on this because, to be honest, I covered most of it anyway, so you can't really see much of it. But it's good for practice. It's always good for practice. And you never know exactly where you're not going to apply something and then you're not going to see anything underneath. So, yeah, I just did it. I did it for practice, let's say that. Also, when I did, I'm obviously doing exactly the same. I'm adding those dots in the middle of the crosses, and yeah. But when I did the shadow, well, the lines for the boob and the everything for the body side, I actually mixed that brown with a little bit of white, just because I thought it's going to be very, very dark. You will see, however, that I went off camera right before I top coat, and I added that line again with brown, all the lines, because I thought it was not really noticeable. And to be honest, people that I showed this set already, like my partner, they haven't seen it at all until I actually pointed it out, and they're like, oh yeah, that's there. So even with that brown, yeah, it's not necessarily noticeable, which is not a bad thing, because then that means no one can actually like ban me for it, because that was not my intention, obviously. Now I'm just adding some flowers everywhere. I am going in between the sizes of the dotting tool, and I'm sorry I'm out of focus. I'm actually getting better at it, I think. Well, saying that, I'm out of focus again, but I think I am getting a bit better at it. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think I'm actually getting better at not being in focus? Because I am struggling, I swear. I'm trying my best. It's just, I even tried different lighting, just, yeah, it didn't work. I spent one day just moving around the whole setup, and it didn't work out. I had a light right above my head and it was really hot underneath there, so I gave up on it. But anyway, again, I am going in between different styles of flowers, different sizes. You can see they're really easy to do. Nothing is perfect, because from a distance, when they go together, they're gonna look really, really nice. So just put them randomly. Then I decided to put like 3 dots separated by like the same distance all over that line, just to look like more of a lacy kind of thing. Again, I can't talk because I don't think that's ever gonna change. I'm sorry. This is the best my English is gonna get. I've been in UK for 6 years. It didn't get a lot better than when I first arrived. So, you know, if 6 years didn't make much of a difference, I don't think many more is gonna make much of a difference. So yeah. Anyway, going back, you can see that I am adding and filling up places wherever I need, and adding some more of those leaves, and you can see how well that brings everything together. Is just incredible. Those leaves are perfect. And here you can actually see that I did make that whole design darker, and you can see it better. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Here I actually drew with the pencil where I wanted the ribbon to be, just because I wanted to make sure that I'm not gonna, go randomly somewhere or have it loop in a very weird loop. Oh my god, as I said, I can't talk, so excuse me for that. And I will do exactly the same thing. I am going in between all of the different techniques to draw a flower. I'm putting the colors randomly on the nail. They don't have to be very far away, like you just see here. It's the same pink next to each other. I'm gonna put something in between there. It's gonna look good at the end. It's gonna be fine. But I highly recommend to actually draw this in pencil first. Just a very fine line, just to make sure you're not again going in a bit of a weird direction with it. Also, I decided to call this again a workshop because it's going to be a very long video, and I don't want to put it in 2 parts. I want to do another Halloween video, well, another 2 Halloween videos for next week, and then we'll see. I'm gonna see if it's too late for Halloween after that or not. But I really wanted to post this in one, so I'm just gonna call it a workshop, because honestly it kind of is a workshop. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I really do need your feedback on these, because as I said, I'm working on something, and I could really do with some feedback to see if you guys would like me to change anything or not. So yeah, just please, can you give me some tips or some advice on what you think I need to change or not. So yeah. Anyway, putting the middle of the flowers, very important part. Again, I'm putting them randomly. If I've made the flowers yellow, I don't necessarily have to have a red middle, but I put it like that. You can do whatever you want. It's your flowers. So yeah, as you can see, I didn't actually go a lot in between the sizes. I kind of kept the same size because I wanted that line to be nice and neat. And also with the leaves, I'm gonna still keep that line, because I really wanted that little ribbon to be very noticeable. So yeah, I'm just adding leaves there. You can see how simple they are. Again, it's about the end result. When it's all together, it doesn't really matter how they look individually. And I think that's a really good exercise to do, but that's just me. Then I decided to add that kind of lace in the back there just because I thought it's gonna look really nice, as if this ribbon just finishes something. I don't know. I thought it's gonna look nice, and I do think I kind of achieved it. So that's my opinion. If you have another opinion, please contradict me in the comments and tell me what you didn't like. And now I'm applying a matte top coat, and I will cure that for 60 seconds, and then the whole set is done. So I have finished the full set. As I said, I am absolutely in love with it. I really think she will love it. I love how that glitter looks. I mean, the camera doesn't do it justice, honestly. It just doesn't pick up how beautiful it is. It just has such depth in real life. And then, you know, the little crystals and the ribbon and the booby and everything about this set. I'm in love. I'm so in love with it. Anyway, if you have any suggestions for another type of video, please leave them down below. If you want to tell me anything, you know, you can comment down below. Give this video a like if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you want. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. Also, you can join my group on Facebook. It's Ralphie Joe's Nails, and you know, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok and whatever. I have all kinds. I'm everywhere. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.